Hey everyone, this is Sam and welcome to my Assassin's Creed Valhalla build tutorial. Today I'm going to show you guys what I call the Undying Poison Viking build, and this build is absolutely unstoppable. You can see me here going up against a legendary animal boss while I'm extremely under level, but it doesn't matter because I can't die, as you see there. That was without a ration. I get instant healing, and on top of it all, I'll be using double spears to get the best animations in the game, and alongside with a specific skills and specific armor set, I get all the best perks all at once. So when it's like this, you can't be killed, you can't be stopped, and nothing stands a chance against you. If you would like to see more Valhalla build tutorials, you can click on the card above or the playlist in the description below to find my all Valhalla tutorials playlist so you can see all of the builds I have made for this game all year long. And as always, the battle difficulty is on very hard and the stealth difficulty is on master assassin. So to be able to complete this build, you will need about 170 power, so about 170 skill points. And specifically in regards to your gear, you're gonna need the Viper Bow, which you can get from a merchant from your settlement. This is gonna allow you to increase your critical chance after each hit on any weapons. And to complement that, you're gonna get the Mentor Robes, which is also a Raven gear, and this is gonna allow you to buff your attack and speed every time you do a critical hit. As for your primary and secondary weapons, you're going to run a Feared Spear in your main hand, which is going to increase your speed by 10 when you dodge. And then the offhand, you're going to run the Cartforge Spear, which is going to increase back damage as you dodge. A double spear setup like this is OP. Now, in regards to your skill points, you want to do it exactly the way I have done it here with all 171 of them. We'll start off with the bear tree, and you can see those are the paths you want to take and those are the skills you want to get. The key one being Adrenaline Fiend, because this is actually going to allow you to have more of an attack buff as you keep more adrenaline points, which you're going to get a lot with this build. Now for the Raven tree, those are the paths you want to take, and make sure you do it just like that and hit all of those main skills, with the key one as the Miyasama, which is going to allow you to create poison clouds as you melee everyone to death. Now make sure you also pick up the key notes here, the spear notes, get all of those, and also the poison notes in the Raven tree and the Wolf tree. Make sure you get every poison node, and make sure you get every single one of the Way of the Ravens that is in the Raven tree to get perfect armor buff. The rest of the way you want to go downwards, and those are the exact points you need. And then you're going to move on to the Wolf tree. Make sure you pick up Last Chance Healing and Grit as your main skills. You're going to work your way all the way up, and you're going to get the Arrow Reinforcement and also the Arrow Stun Finisher. When it's all said and done, it will look just like that. So now allow me to show you exactly how to use this build in game. So you want to start off every fight by first poisoning your weapon. And then as the fight begins, make sure you use light attacks to poison as soon as possible anything that's in your range. The double spear is going to help a ton with that. You want to do this poisoning because if you get hurt, because of the poison and the grit, you're going to instantly get health back off the damage you receive because of the fact that you poisoned the person who hurt you, and you also have the grit skill. That's what poison plus grit does. Whoever hurts you that is poison, it's going to instantly give you all your health back without using any type of healing yourself. And dual spears is absolutely the best thing to instantly poison your enemy. As you can see, because of the animations of the dual spear and the insane range and the ability to hit multiple targets, you can see how quickly I am poisoning my target. It is almost instant, and I can poison them to full. And because of this fighting style, you can see if you focus on the perks I'm getting, currently I have plus 20 speed, plus 10 attack, plus 15 back damage, and plus 30 critical chance because of all of those melee hits. So when I get all my perks maxed up like that, I'm gonna go into my focus on Nornia and just let the arrows fly, and you can see I'm doing major damage with high speed and also an incredibly high critical chance, and also plus 20 attack at all times. Now always finish your focus on Nornia with a little bit of stamina left and get close to the enemy so you can immediately do light attacks again and get all of your resources back like I just did right there. And now, once again, always dodge away from the fight and then go into your focus on Narnia so you can get all 4 of those perks with the plus 20 speed, plus 20 attack, plus 15 back damage, and plus 30 critical chance. Focus on Narnia slows everything down, including the countdown of your perks that you gain in the buffs. And you can see is devastating. I'm doing so much damage versus a group of enemies that is way higher level than me, because if you focus on the boss's health bar, it's got the skull symbol. So I am absolutely under level here. Like, I should not be doing this, but because of the setup of the build, this Undying Poison Viking just can't be stopped. Like, look at whoever I poison can't kill me. That's just how it goes. And it's gonna allow me to buff because of such a fast spear animation. I go into my focus on Nornia while I'm totally, you know, buffed up. And this just does so much damage. Even if I'm under level, I'm able to just take everything out because of all of the damage buff, the speed buff, the attack buff, and the crit buff. Now here, I made the mistake of not finishing my focus on Narnia with a little bit of stamina left, so I almost died. But that's a user error, that's not the build's fault, that's my fault. So when you are doing the focus on Narnia after you're super buffed, make sure you stop doing it when you have a little bit of stamina left. So you can see by the end of this, I'm also chasing for back damage because the coverage spear actually gives me plus 15 back damage as I dodge. So once again, I know I'm totally buffed up because I see all of my perks fill up. Then I go into my focus on Narnia after I dodge out. Get the most out of all of the damages I can. Like I said, this is plus 20 attack, plus 15 back damage, plus 20 speed, plus 30 critical chance. This is just devastating way to fight. And once again, because I finished my focus on Narnia with a little bit of stamina, only use light attacks, gain all of my stamina back, rinse and repeat. The enemy stands no chance even if it is 100 levels above me. Makes no difference. Always poison before you attack them because that's going to keep you alive forever. So do not ever hit anything or engage against anything that you haven't poisoned. Obviously, you have to poison them very quickly. With the dual spears, you can do fine just like that. Poison everything in sight. You can't lose with this build. Now, here's a boss fight demonstration. But spoiler alert, this is going to be, if you haven't finished the Sussex arc, do not watch this. Just don't. It's going to spoil you from a boss fight. So there's your spoiler. Here goes. So here you can see I am fighting Foki. And you can tell, I want to mention one thing, because when you're fighting with double spear and all the poison clouds, you won't be able to see your enemy. But you can actually use the Odin sense while you're fighting. So in this instance, the Foki situation is actually a perfect way to showcase this. Because as you kill people with poison, it's gonna obscure the screen and you're gonna be very, you know, smoke everywhere. So it's like fighting in the dark pretty much. So just trigger your Odin sense and you'll be able to see your enemies in the dark, and especially with this poison Viking build, you'll be able to see through the poison clouds. That's what you want to do, right? Like the Odin sense lasts for about a good 3 seconds, so it's good enough. So if I can fight in the dark against Foki with Odin sense and poisoning, you can definitely fight, you know, in daylight through the poison clouds with Odin sense. So just make sure you do your Odin sense when you have to fight in the poison clouds that you create yourself with this build, because you could be creating a lot of poison clouds, especially if you're fighting against mobs. And you can also use Odin sense while you're in the focus of Narnia, so that's actually also perfect. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. And by the end here, you can see just the Foki stands no chance here, so you can just enjoy the rest of the way and just see this undying poison Viking build go to work. Alright, as always, if you got any questions, leave it in the comment section. Thanks for coming by, and I'll speak to you guys again very soon.
Will live on for all time.